My favorite thing about Dan and Wits is ice cream. I also like the ice cream the best.
That they have local garden from local gardens. They sell like in a bag. It's a phenomenal. Wild Water Farm pea shoots.
My favorite thing about Dan and Wits is probably, you're looking at it right there. I just was driving by and I thought, summer's here. So that means soft ice cream. That's a recent invention. Of course, I've always liked being able to go out to the back to where all the gardening stuff is and find just what I need.
I like the variety of things. Their motto is especially true. If we don't have it, then you don't need it.
I live in Norwich, Vermont, and Dan & Wits is my general store.
My favorite things to get at Dan & Wits are chips, candy, and bagels. This might be what regular customers eat, but Dan gave us the inside look on Dan & Wits.
And this is Dan and Wit, and this is my dad Jack and George, which is my grandparents' children. So, cool.
Dan and his family have owned this general store for about 100 years.
So they ring the bell. My grandfather put this up here. This was an old yoke for oxen, so he put that up there and rigged this up so when people return bottles, they just ring the bell and then the word was slip.
Even though Norwich might seem like a sleepy town, we've had some exciting moments.
This was the old scale, the old safe that was in the office. And in the early 70s, they broke into the store in the middle of the night and stole all the money out of it. And this was Merrill's safe, and it was Merrill's general store before it was Dan & Wits. So they spent about 6 or 7 hours in the store that night, and they jackhammered the door off of the safe and stole all the money out of it. So, the heat the store totally with wood. So this is one of the places where the heat comes up from downstairs, and I'll show you the stove downstairs when we get down there. So this is the stove that we stood on top of upstairs. So this stove heats the back room, and over here these wood piles, if it's a really cold winter, we'll use all those wood piles in the season for this stove. So there's no backup heat, so everything's wood here. And this is the wine cellar, so it stays this temperature in here year-round pretty much. It doesn't matter if it's 50 below outside or 100 degrees, it stays this temperature. And you can see down here the foundation was made by stone. This is the oldest portion of the store. And then as somewhere in the 1800s the store burned down, then you put the brick foundation on top of the stone down here. And over this way, we have, this is the west, and the sun sets in the west, and California's in the west, so we keep all the California wine in this room. But you can find it.
Dan & Wits has been robbed from the cellar to the roof.
And so we used to have 2 windows here, and then one night some kids broke in, and they the police said that we should really board up the windows since they weren't facing the street. So the kids got out those windows and then jumped off the back of the building and broke his back. So he got caught. You can't see it too well here, but if you look kind of behind these shoes, there's actually an arch, a doorway that was right here, and that was a catwalk so that when people stayed at the Norwich Inn, they wouldn't have to go outside to come and see the shows. And then the inn burned down, they never rebuilt the catwalk. But if you go between the inn and our store, and you look on the outside of the building, you'll see where this was. So it was above, it's on the 2nd floor, and that's why the buildings are so close together, so the guests wouldn't have to go outside. They come right in here, take a seat, watch the show, and walk right back out, and they wouldn't have to go outside. So that is Dan & Wits in a nutshell. Any more questions?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, good.
Thank you. And that's the story of Dan & Wits, which is the heart of our town.
If they don't have it, you don't need it.